All right, guys, so I stumbled across this absolutely hilarious story that I just had to talk about when I saw it, because it seems like there's a news channel out in Hawaii, right? KITV4. They seem to be harassing a Trump supporter over their FBLM license plate, right? That seems to be what is happening here. Okay, they seem to be really triggered by this guy's freedom of speech that is not being policed by the Hawaii state government, right? And again, I find this story to be absolutely hilarious, right? But before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so using the links in the description below. You support the Patreon, you support the PayPal, you support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. And I have a news clip to play for you guys in a minute here, but I gotta catch you up on kind of what's going on. So this guy, Tom George, who works for this news channel, okay, he's a reporter. He put out a tweet last August, okay, basically saying, quote, racism on the road. Viewer reported seeing this license plate, FBLM or F Black Lives Matter. Sure enough, quick search of Honolulu government records show his plate was issued in Hawaii. Unclear how it made it through approval process. Okay, so this guy went and looked this up, right? And then they went and snitched on the guy. Okay, the guy here, as you can see his car, he's a Trump supporter, right? There's the FBLM sticker. Okay, they went and snitched, and the Hawaii government actually responded and said, quote, Hawaii government responds to offensive FBLM license plate being issued in Hawaii, says it was missed due to an ill-advised oversight during the review process, says plate will be recalled and owner will be ordered to surrender it. Okay, so basically, this news channel snitched on this Trump supporter for having an FBLM license plate, okay? Now, fast forward, basically what? Almost a year later, right? Almost a year later, this news channel reports that this Trump supporter still has the FBLM license plate on their car. Take a look.
Evening, our top story tonight, this symbol of hate on Oahu's roads that should have been gone almost a year ago.
Yeah, you might remember the story that we first brought you last August. You see right there, that offensive license plate that we're talking about, it was approved by the city and county of Honolulu, essentially saying FBLM or Black Lives Matter.
And you know, a lot of folks called us after seeing it out and about, and after our initial story went viral, the city told us the plate was recalled and would have to be surrendered by the driver.
Yeah, we thought that would be the end of the story, but recently people contacted us again telling us those plates are still out on the road, so we looked into it again, and this story's new at 9. So what happened? The city and county admitted the plate never should have been allowed in the first place. Any combination of the F word should automatically be rejected. From there, officials recalled the plates and sent the owner 3 letters to surrender the offending plates. We now know those letters were ignored.
Because obviously the guy felt comfortable enough, not only after you did the story on it, but to keep the license plates on there.
UH law professor Ken Lawson says as a black man living in Hawaii, he's disgusted the process has now dragged on for almost a year. At this point, the car's registration and safety check are both expired. HPD tells us they're aware of the recalled plate, but they can't go on to private property to get them. They can, though, pull him over on public roads. Lawson wondering where that kind of urgency was last year.
And if you claim to be the Aloha state and HPD represents that Aloha, then do something about this kind of stuff. And the fact that you didn't, right, may be more proof that his license plate may be correct, you know, that our lives don't matter, that our feelings don't matter, that these types of things can be publicly done.
Actually, right now, it's a waiting game. If you see that car, you can report it to police. Now, a hold has been placed on the vehicle's registration on any further renewals until he surrenders those plates. Meanwhile, police say they haven't caught the driver to get those plates just yet.
Bruh, they never gonna catch that man. That man is never going to give up that plate, especially considering how this news station, who apparently doesn't have anything else to talk about, right? Hawaii must be the safest state in the union, right? There must not be anything going on in Hawaii. right? For this story to be your top news story, symbol of hate, right? A citizen has an FBLM license plate. That is the top news story, guys, for this Hawaii news channel, right? I believe they're based in Honolulu. Come on now. Is there really nothing going on in Hawaii? Like, really? I mean, seriously. Like, that's the actual serious question. I don't know. Even if it was a small town, I don't know under what circumstances would this be the top news story. Again, I should probably move to Hawaii. It must be the most peaceful place on earth, right? It must be the most peaceful place on earth. But that being said, you can already see the angle here, right? This news channel, first of all, this guy, called the license plate racist. Okay, they said BLM. I mean, they said FBLM. I let that slip. I let that fly. They said FBLM is racist, right? That's what they're saying is racist. First of all, it's not racist, okay? When you say FBLM, most people, the interpretation of that should be FBLM, the organization. They're not actually really saying F black people, right? You can say FBLM without being racist, okay? As a black person, I can say FBLM and not feel like I'm saying F black people, okay? Because Black Lives Matter doesn't actually really mean Black Lives Matter. If you want proof of that, where are they in all the black communities in which black lives are being lost every single day at the hands of other black folks, right? Those black lives obviously don't matter, okay? So saying FBLM is not saying F black people. That's not what it's saying. So it's not racist. It's not a symbol of hate. And again, it is a shame that this news station is even running this story, right? I think that it is almost to the point of harassment. It's almost like they're encouraging people to get so outraged about this until the government does something, right? Until the government goes on this man's private property and strips that plate off that car, right? Obviously, the guy's not driving the car around all that much, okay? Because if he was, then they probably would have took the plate by now, okay? So he's not really driving the car. And he's probably just going to keep that car parked in his yard forever, right? Just because these people keep trying to harass him. And he's never going to take it off. And I hope he never does. And I hope that year after year after year, they continue to run this story, okay, and get angry, upset. I really hope that's what they do, right? I really do. Because, again, these people are ridiculous. They blurred and censored the Trump 2024 sign, right? They blurred that. They censored that. But they didn't censor the FBLM license plate that's allegedly supposed to be racist hate speech. Explain how that works, right? Is Trump 2024 worse? Is that worse than saying FBLM? Tell me which one is worse, right? I don't understand. I can't tell. But with that being said, in regards to free speech, there are states that do police profanity on license plates because it is technically government property. But it's one of those things that I really don't feel like states should waste a whole lot of tax money policing. And I don't think news stations should waste a whole lot of resources and taxpayer money, because a lot of these news stations are taxpayer funded. I don't think they should waste taxpayer money and funding and resources on silly stories like this. I really don't think they should. Okay, let this man live his life. If people want to get offended, if people want to get hurt, it is what it is. Okay, nobody would be whining and complaining if there was a license plate that said F Trump. Nobody would say anything about it at all. Okay, matter of fact, it would probably be celebrated, right? They would be celebrated. But if it says FBLM, though, boo-hoo, whining, crying, and tears. It's hate speech. It's racism. These people, again, Hawaii must be a great place to live. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.